It's another Friday and we are excited to be back on your screens with GFA News. League ended some few weeks ago where Police Ladies made history by defeating Ampem Dankwa Ladies 2-0 to win the first title in their club's history. And for the Access Bank Division 1 League, we've already done the coronation for Zone 1 and Zone 3, awaiting for Zone 2's coronation. And my colleague Mohamed Shaban has been following keenly. So Mohamed Shaban, what happened at the Accra Sports Stadium between Techima 11 Wonders and Real Tamale United?
Well, it was a very difficult fixture. We're looking at how the two teams could go into the game with their ideas, their plans, because we know RTU have got a very experienced coach, Castro, and then 11 Wonders were coming in with David Nyaba, who has promised to qualify his side to the Premier League. So going into the game, we followed it from how they prepared because 11 Wonders qualified from Zone 1B. And in 2021-22, they managed, again, when they were relegated, they wanted to come back. Then they qualified from Zone 1A as of that year. They failed to qualify because they lost to Bofo Akpatano in the 2022-23 season. Then they wanted to come back. RTU, on the other hand, also were relegated just last season in the Ghana Premier League. They wanted to come back. But we have some highlights of the qualification. 11 Wonders won by 2-1. And again, when you go to the history books, since we moved from the normal fixtures to playoff, the qualification has always happened from Zone 1B, where in 2022-23, Instratraman FC qualified ahead of Tamale City. In 2022-23 season, that was it. 2023-24, it went in favor for Bofo Akpatano from Zone 1B, where their opponents, 11 Wonders, failed to qualify. Then last season, Young Apostles qualified ahead of Techiman Heroes, and Young Apostles were also from Zone 1B. So we have some interesting highlights of it. We'll have a look at how 11 Wonders celebrated their victory at Accra Sports Stadium.
By God's grace, inshallah, Namia Bako, sure wonders, sure, every day, take my 11 Wonders. Listen, yeah, the good football, ever back. We'll show you next season. First of all, you better supporters in our asset. I would you say, I demand you to my yes, I live in a center, never should have killed you. Like, you setbacks up and down. But for now, I treat it to my mindset premium. Where the Ababa, because I shall say the premium of the back. Until I shall also say premium at the Abano. You have a premium to say that will be the ultimate. Until there will be a assay. Some of the Romucos are more at you, but I was it. It has happened. Right, it has happened. We thank God, we give thanks to God. It has indeed happened. But first of all, I'll give thanks to Almighty God. I'll give thanks to my supporters, my colleagues. It has never been easy. It wasn't easy. As I said earlier on, I told you that we are preparing ourselves very well. We don't fear to you. And you can see, we are the others. And we are proving it. We have shown it. We are indeed the champions. Let's go. First of all, I would say it's a teamwork and a determination because from the season it wasn't easy. In 4 matches, we were last on the table. We were relegating. But God being so good, we 10 on the week 5 and we are able to qualify from our zone. And now we are here. And God being so good, we've qualified to Premier League.
What does this mean for the Techiman community, where you see that the Premier League is coming back to their community for the 2025-26 season?
Yes, they have the numbers. If you go to Techiman, we have Techiman Heroes, Techiman Liberty Youth, Techiman 11 Wonders, and they were all playing the Division 1. You know the impact of the Premier League. It adds value to the community, adds so much because week in, week out, everybody is actually talking about the Ghana Premier League. Yes, the Division 1 has got the mileage in recent years. But I
But
feel
the
that
Premier
the
League is
Premier
very
League,
huge.
yeah, it gives you a lot of mileage. And so that is the focus. And I have watched both sides. 11 Wonders have got the numbers. And now they've built the fans around them. When you go to Techimani, it's always Techimani 11 Wonders.
Yeah.
Because they are former Premier League side. We've seen them produce quality players, John Mosi, Salif Ibrahim, who at a point
They
in
play
time,
some solid football.
yeah,
as
they've
well.
got some players who have, and then Kevin Osesibe at Heart of Oak is from Techimani 11 Wonders. They've got the quality, and on that day, I was looking at how their fans were celebrating, like you can see on the screen, how they were celebrating on that day tells you what they have. And as at 7 a.m., their fans were already from at the stadium, and they had to go and wait at the Independence Square to wait for.
It tells you how passionate they are about their club.
Yes. So it's something unique, and I feel between R2 and 11 Wonders, whoever qualified could have given us a lot.
Oh yes, Tamale people are always
yes.
there to watch the games with their
Exactly.
numbers.
Exactly.
So next season we will be watching football from the Ohene Ameya Park, where
Yes.
Techimani 11 Wonders will be competing.
But Tamale people to watch football because Karela is still there.
Now to the Access Bank Division 1 Zone 3, where the coronation was done in Hohoe. Mohamed Shaban followed keenly, and he brings us what happened on the day.
Yes, special edition. I was in Hohoe, and it was my third time. I wish you were there.
Oh.
Yes, but Hohoe United have proven to be a very good side. I've visited them. If you go to the community, children, fathers, market women are all Hohoe United fans. And that
What do you think they are doing right that they get the massive support of their community?
branding. It's about branding. It's about what you tell the community. You tell them the team is for them. And I think that is what the owners are doing now. The team is for the community. You just have to leave everything and come and support for 2 hours. And so their last game against Inter Allies at home, it was massive, even when they were not crowned champions. So on the coronation day, I was there and I started following Kinley in the morning. I went to the market space, and in the market, the community people were wearing the jerseys of Hohoe United. I'm sure the prices were very minimal. So everybody was wearing the jersey.
Sometimes even it's not about the price. Once you support the team and they are performing as well, whatever price they put to the jerseys, you are willing to buy.
One key thing about Zone 3 was that it was keenly contested. And because Port City, I went to Kokrentumi.
Their first time in the Division 1.
Debut. And
they are second on the table.
Yeah, they gave everything. And that is what put mounted pressure on Hohoe. And so at a point in time, Hohoe fans thought they might not qualify because of the pressure. And so I think their celebration it's on right position because they've worked for it. And I went there that match day. The celebration started. President of the Ghana Football Association arrived on the match day. He's always there to support football. And so aside that, how the people embraced football and the fans. But you see, we have something to show you how the fans actually celebrated at the Hohoe Sports Stadium.
Now we shift attention to Zone 2, where the coronation will be happening this Saturday at the Swedro Sports Stadium. Mohamed Shaban, what should we expect?
Yes, a big one. I was there ahead of their last game against New Edibias, and guess what? Ahead of their last game against New Edibias, that was their last home game because their final game was against
away.
Park. Academy. That they lost that game by Rudolph Junior Mensah, who is the overall top scorer of the Access Bank Division 1 in 27.
27 goals.
Yes,
That's very
he
impressive
scored
in 30 games.
Yes, he scored a hat trick that year. But we'll talk about history, we'll talk about statistics, don't worry. But I was there on Saturday evening, the fans started the celebration. I want us to look at how the fans even celebrated. This is not coronation.
With a game in hand.
With a game in hand. Let's enjoy something in studio.
Now you saw on your screens what happened even with a game in hand. So what should we expect when the fans see the trophy this Saturday, Mohammed Shaban?
Yes, it will be an interesting one. You know, I'll be there as well. So
always there for us.
so you see, what I saw that day on match day, the fans, they also accept the team as their own. Everybody in the community is Swejo All Black supporter, and they don't say Swejo All Blacks, Ozi. So I wish.
Do they have a meaning to
I want to ask them what the meaning of Ozi.
So Saturday we'll get you the meaning of Ozi, Oza. Now to the Ghana Premier League coronation match happening in Bibiani. And we have Bibiani Gold Stars playing against Mediama as the coronation match. Mohammed Shaban.
Yes, and a new one, a new trophy for Gold Stars. They made their debut in the Premier League in the 2021-22 season. And I remember they came with Accra Lions from Zone 3, RTU from Zone 1. And RTU and Accra Lions have been relegated. Unfortunately, Accra Lions are always not in a good position in every last game. Last year, it took Samatex to beat them to win the trophy. Then this year, it took Gold Stars to beat them to win the trophy again. So they are always not lucky in terms of their last games, but that is football for you. Now, Gold Stars are winning their trophy for the first time, but there's something interesting to talk about. 3 consecutive seasons trophy staying in the Western region.
Yes.
Mediama Sporting Club, Samatex,
and
Gold Stars. Again, people are talking about how the new teams are making impact first. Mediama is an old team, but you come back to Samatex between 2022-23 season, they made their debut and they are league champions last season. Then Gold Stars between 2021-22 season, they made their debut. They are league champions this season. So about 4 seasons, they've clinched the title. Samatex in 2 seasons, they clinched the league title. Now you go back to the history and you clearly see that it is now becoming difficult for teams to make it to win the double. And so Samatex did not even finish in the top 4. Let's go back. In 2010-2011, it was Brekum Chelsea. Before 2010-2011, 2009-2010, it was Aduana FC who won the Premier League for the first time in their first season. Then Brekum Chelsea won the following year. After Brekum Chelsea winning from 2010-2011, 2011-2012 Kotoko, 2012-2013 Kotoko, 2013-2014 Kotoko. They won back to back, and that was it. We've not seen any team winning the league after the following season. Then in 2015, it went to Obuasi Ashanti Gold. 2016, Wow Stars, now Legon Cities. 2017, Aduana won their second league title, going straight to the history books of Ghana football that between 2000 to this year, they are the 3rd most successful club in terms of trophies won. Then in 2020-21, Hearts of Oak won. 2021-22, the league title stayed with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 2022-23, we saw Samatex winning. 2023-24, the league has also gone in for Bibiani Gold Stars. So clearly, if you go to the history, it gives you in-depth knowledge about how the new teams are making impact. First, it started with Aduana, and it started like a joke. It went forward. We've seen Samatex doing that. Gold Stars have also done that. And it gives a signal that in the near future, teams that are being promoted would have that strength of winning the league.
Does it tell you how competitive and unpredictable the Premier League is? Because you've made mention that some years ago, Kotoko won it back to back. Now it's even hard for you to even win it for the second time.
Yes, and even to adding up to making it hard, it is even difficult for you to break through the top 4. after winning the league. And so teams get to understand your pattern. Teams get to know what you do. Then there's one key thing I observed. Gold Stars broke that record. Last season, Samatex won 16 of their 17 matches to clinch the league title, lost 1 to Nations FC. This season, Gold Stars won 12 of their home games, lost 1 to Karela, drew 4. And so last season's winner lost only 1. This season's winner also lost 1. But a clear-cut record set in the Ghana Premier League. Now you go back to 2020-21. All the teams that have clinched the league title have got their coach appointed in that same season. But it took Gold Stars to break that record. In 2020-21, Samuel Boadu was appointed to play only 18 matches. And then he won the league title. 2021-22, Dr. Prosper Natogun was appointed in his first season with the club. He won it. Mediama appointed Augustine Evans Adote. In the course of the season, he won it. He played his first game in match day 20. Then the following season, Nuruddin Amadou Samatex, he won the league title in his first season. Then for Frimpong Manson, he took over last season in the second round after the exit of the late, taking full charge, winning the league title. And that is the positivism of this year's league. I think Gold Stars have done a lot of work. 2 key things to look at: Vincent Atinga Adai winning the league with 2 different clubs from Western region, Mediama and Gold Stars. And then William Dejin Tori winning with Heart of Folk and now with his Gold Stars. And then Kobe, at a point in the final last year, was with you at the University of Ghana, where Nswatraman beat Bofo Akwatano in the MTN FA Cup. Kobe was imposed. He made an error which led to the equalizer, and they lost on penalty shootout. Now he's won the league title. Once again, he's won the most clean sheets in the Ghana Premier League. So clearly, football can be something else, like you said. It will go your favor this year. Tomorrow, it might be your favor.
I think with the right support that the FA is giving them, and that's why all the teams have been competitive. You don't have a big team or a small team. They all get the equal support from the Football Association.
Exactly. And in the last few years, we've seen all the teams having equal strength. Every team is capable of signing any player. The quality is there. If I take you back to all the 18 teams, even the teams that have been relegated, Accra Lions, they've got Musa Hamzata, good player. Daniel Afu, their goalkeeper, very good player. You talk about Legon Cities, their goalkeeper, though everybody is talking about they consider, but Kwame Aziz is a discovery. Lord Amwa, Joseph Amwa is also a discovery. You talk about Nswatraman, who also left out of the league at a point in time due to other reasons beyond them. You can mention about a lot of players who have been played role for them. And I think that this year's league has been so competitive. And then we look at the points accumulated. And the last 5 seasons, since we moved from 16 to 18 Premier League teams, this is the second best points accumulated as champions. It was Kotoko who had 67 points in 2021-22. Then Gold Stars have now had 63 points as champions. Then Heart of Folk Samatex 61-61. Then Mediama is the champion with the least points accumulated as champions in the Premier League since 2020-21. That is when we transited from the 16 to 18 Premier League teams. Then once again, for the first time, the winner of the league and the second in the league also had 60 points and plus, because it has never happened since we moved to the 18 Premier League teams. It's either the winner will have 61, 60, 67, then the second will have 57, 58, 59. But this time, we have the second team.
And we have the league table on your screen. Are you surprised with the teams that were relegated this season?
Well, I'm not too surprised because it is competitive, and whoever doesn't win consistently, you'll be relegated. And that's
for Accra Lions, I think it came as a surprise for me.
Yes, finishing second last season. I'm sure that is
They were competing for the trophy at the point, and the following season they are relegated to the Division
Yes,
1.
and that is a signal to all the teams. You can finish first and also be relegated, because Accra Lions were the second best team last season, the second round best team in the Ghana Premier League last season. But where are they now? Relegated. Legon Cities last season, yes, they've been battling relegation. But for me, I think one of the branded teams this year, Legon Cities, but unfortunately, they are relegated.
Of course, this is our own and this is our league. It's very unpredictable when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. We shift focus to the MTN FA Cup, where they say Obia Nyobia. Is it going to be Asante Kotoko or Golden Case Football Club? Mohamed Shaban has all the stats for this weekend's game.
Yes, Zainab, let's start with the stats that looks at the number of winners, the winners from 2017. We have Kotoko beating Heart of Oak 3-1 in 2017. Of course, the last time Kotoko participated in the MTN FA Cup, that was Tamale. Then in 2020-21, Heart of Oak won against Ashanti Gold. They ended 0-0 on penalty 8-7 in favor of Hearts of Oak. 2021-22, Hearts beat Bechem by 2-1 at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. In 2022-23, Dreams FC beat King Faisal 2-0. Then at the Dr. Kwame Sports Complex. Last
I was
season,
there with you.
You were there with me.
It
I
was
remember.
a great game.
It was a great game. And then last season, in Swatraman won it. They won the league title
At the Legon Sports Stadium.
At the Legon Sports Stadium against relegated Bofo Akwatano. Last 2 seasons, King Faisal lost, and they were also relegated in that same season. So that gives you an insight that it's been very tough. The winners are unpredictable.
I think they always live by their name, Obianyobia, because we have a Division 1 league team competing for the spot with a Premier League side.
Yes, and then we returned back in the FA Cup in 2010-2011. And if you look at that years, this is the 3rd time a Division 1 club is going to play in the final. In 2010-2011, FC Nanya. And it was against the same Kotoko. And they won against Kumasi Asante Kotoko that year. Anawaka, Abedipele, they were the technical handlers of FC Nanya. Way back in 2016, we had the Okoye United losing 2-1 to Bechem United, who are Premier League side. Now, if you look at all the Division 1 teams that have qualified to the final, they are all from Zone 3. Golden Kick this year from Zone 3, Okoye United from Zone 3, then FC Nanya from Zone 3. So it has always been a Zone 3, so I'm not surprised about that. Now, for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they are coming in with a coach who won the FA Cup 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And against King Faisal, and so he's motivated. Yes, and then he's going to play against Fifi Hansen Parker, who has never had a feel of the FA Cup final, and his best has been run of 32, and that was last 2 seasons. And so psychologically, pressure would be on Kotoko because they have got everything. They've got the strikers, they've got the players, they've got the numbers.
But that's they say Obianyobia.
Obianyobia. But Obianyobia, because if you look at Golden Cake, they have Zakaria Mumuni. It's a former Adriana Wafa Mediama Sporting Club winger. He will be available for them. Then Roland Gribman is a centre back. Kevin Kovi Saba is a goalkeeper for them. They have Bless Ege. He scored a goal against in the semi-final against Atram Divisa at the TNA Stadium, where I was there to witness. And so they've got that players. And then Joshua Fuseni last year, school games in the Ashanti region, he was the top scorer. And he
they also have the strength.
Yes, they have the strength. And Kotoko, Kwame Poku, Abet, Amwasa, Kadauda, these are players that will be available. But there's something to talk about. Since 2000, Hearts of Oak have won the FA Cup 3 times. Kotoko have won 3 times.
So this will be like a bragging right for them over their arch rivals.
Especially when the league, they all had the same points, 58-58, the same wins, the same draws. And then from 2000, they have the same league title, 7-7. So this is the time for Kotoko to say, look, we have to go all out and win and go ahead of Hearts of Oak. But then Hearts of Oak is the most successful club in the MTN FA Cup, winning 12 times. Kotoko is the second best. They've won it 9 times. And this time, it's Kotoko's 14th FA Cup final.
And they've won 9.
They've won 9. And so they've lost 4. And they are looking at winning 1 more to make it 10 wins in 14 finals. So we expect something great on Sunday at the University of Ghana Stadium.
And as you've heard from my colleague Mohamed Shaba, there's going to be exciting football this weekend on Sunday, 5 p.m. at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. But before that, there will be a curtain raiser between Hearts Oldies and Kumasi Asante Kotoko Oldies at 2:45 p.m. at the Legon Sports Stadium. Mohamed Shaban, do you have anything to say to?
Yeah, we have to come early because I want to watch Charles Taylor. I'm sure. Did you watch Charles Taylor?
I did.
And so we'll be there. I'm sure.
But I'll still be there to watch him in his oldies, how he's going to play. So I'll be there to
Don
watch.
Bote, Sami Eje, George Owu, Sani
They will all
Mohammed.
be there this Sunday.
Yes, they will all be there. All the former players, and I want to pay attention to that before I open my second eye for the final at 5 p.m.
Asante Kotoko and Golden Case Football Club.
Yes. I hope everybody will be there to enjoy the game.
Yes, everybody has to be there because we are drawing the curtains on the 2024-2025 league season at the Ghana Football Association. And what better way to do it than to bring you the MTN FA Cup final between Asante Kotoko and Division 1 side Golden Cakes Football Club. Now for the Malta Guineas Women's Premier League, which ended weeks ago, we had Police Ladies winning for the first time when they defeated Ampem Dakwa Ladies 2-0 at the Legon Sports Stadium. And also we had Faith Ladies winning for the first time the Women's FA Cup against Jodina Ladies, where they won 2-1. And now to the Access Bank Division 1 League. For Zone 1, we've already done our coronation. Zone 2 is awaiting this Saturday at the Swedro Sports Stadium. And also Zone 3 was done in Hohoe. And now we have the MTN FA Cup final at the Legon Sports Stadium, where Asante Kotoko will be looking to win their 10th, or will it be Golden Cake Football Club winning for the first time in their club's history? Mohamed Shaban.
Yeah, so we draw the curtains here. We've given you insight on what to expect on Sunday at the University of Ghana. I hope you will be there. But then for the women's football, interesting season. We've seen police ladies doing it for the first time. And for me, I feel they have the quality, and their coach, Abu Kasim, he's got everything.
I've been very impressed with them this season because you look at the fact that Hazakes ladies had that monopoly in the Southern Zone, but they came and they defeated them and won. And eventually they went to the champions and they defeated Ampem Dakwa ladies, who's also a big name in the women's game. So I think for the women's Premier League season, it's been a successful one. But when you look at the teams that were relegated, in the Southern Zone, we had Sunshining ladies. Yes, they came this season and they couldn't stay in the league and they were relegated. And also we have Supreme Ladies, a Kumasi-based team. They were doing well, but I don't know what happened. They also got relegated. Now when you look at the Southern Zone, Berry Ladies, at a point they were competing for the season and they had a crowd in Medina, but you never know. Unfortunately, they also couldn't stay in the league. And we had Faith Ladies, who even won the Women's FA Cup. They joined them to be relegated from the Southern Zone. So I think the Women's Premier League for this season has been a very exciting and entertaining one for women football lovers.
Well, what a way to end the Women's FA Cup. Can you imagine? A team relegated from the Premier League winning the FA Cup. Because at a point in time, honestly, based on statistics, Zainab, it was Junina. Because at a point,
they
Junina
had all the numbers in their favor. But then we said, Women's FA Cup, So if you are not careful, you'll be taken by surprise. And I think that's what happened to Junina ladies. They were taken by surprise because on the day, everybody knew that they were going to win. But then it's a game of football. Anything can happen.
Well, this is a special edition of GFA News. My name is Shaban Mohammed.
And I am Zainab Abubakar Bamba. You joined us live on Facebook and on YouTube at Ghana Football Association. Until we come your way next time, have a good evening.